In this video, we'll look upon the frequently used and the calculated fields on the vendor card that is relevant for the purchase department. First, we have blocked, and that could be with payment or all, and that tells us how we can interact with the vendor if we can make any purchase from them. Privacy blocked is used with the GDPR, and it makes a limit access to data on daily basis. Last date modified just tells us when is the last time that there's been any change on this vendor. The balance in local currency is the total value of the completed purchases with the vendor in the fiscal year. And if I press upon the number, we'll dive into all the transactions. Balance due is the total of all unpaid purchase invoices and if there are any credit memos. Search name, that's an alternate name. If you don't like the name in the name field, you can enter something else here. If you don't enter anything in the search name, it automatically will have the name from the name field. Purchaser code, if you have a purchaser that is assigned to this vendor. And we move on to the primary contact code. And that's where you have a primary contact and you look into an underlying table. You can watch another video with the contacts. Or you can just enter a contact name directly on the vendor card. It doesn't look into the underlying table. Phone number, email, homepage. That should explain itself. Our account number just specifies if you know what your own account number at your vendors are, where you are a customer, of course. Moving down to invoicing, and we have the VAT registration number. The VAT registration number has an underlying validation table that ensures that you enter the VAT numbers in the correct format for that country where your vendor is placed in. GLN specifies the connection with electronic documents for your vendor, and pay to vendor number is if you have an alternate vendor you want to pay to. It could be if your vendor has several departments, for example. The pay to vendor number looks into the vendor table when you look into it right here. So that looks into the vendor table. And finally, moving on to the prepayment, that specifies a prepayment percentage that goes on all the orders that you get from this vendor. So regardless of whatever you have on the lines, if you have any special deals on the lines, it will always take a full percentage of all the orders. And finally, partner type, that specifies whether your vendor is a person or a company.